I will start typing these again tomorrow, but between the cold and the, no, I don't know, it's just too much. I've been asleep most of the last 48 hours. And, feel, actually feel very good. I'm acting like this, but I feel very good. Part of it is the situation with my aunt is coming to a end. And the trust, she, oh God, feel very good. The stress, right? Ever since the delirium, with feeling that I feel the cold more, like the physical end of moving more, but I feel bad despite it. So, but here's what she did: she contacted the mold people and kept them as the contractor for the restoration for when the mold gets cleaned up. And then she got in touch with my brother and told him that he would be the person to do it, and that any repairs that required anything I could not do myself, I would provide the money to do, and I would provide the money for any parts that needed to be used. And she never told me how I was to obtain this money. So she's going to prison, which means she can't manage the trust. Now, the problem with this is Ted. Not Ted. Ted will get her off the trust when he decides to, but he is thorough. He's a thorough individual. He wants to make sure he knows there's only one shot at this, and so he wants to make sure it's a win. So Ted could possibly spend 2 months gathering evidence to make sure that he has every bit he needs to get her sent to prison, get her off the trust. And but then also knowing that he spent the last 5 months gathering this evidence. So this is just the sense I have of him, right? What I've seen him do is you get every last domino up. When we push them, it will all fall. So it depends on how many dominoes he has in place already, I guess. It could be 2 months, or it could be the end of next week. Because I've heard from someone else that all is necessary is an arraignment or an indictment, a successful arraignment. If she is indicted, then she will waive the trust and Ted will take it over. There might be a transitional period, but it could be as soon as late next week, which means yay, an extra $100 a week, and shit like this doesn't happen anymore. Probably means more than an extra $100 a week. We'll see. God, it's been a long fucking 2 years. It's been more than that since my dad died. Yeah, being that poor, all that directionlessness. Of the neighbors sabotage my job efforts. And interesting enough, I'm taking zero crap tonight. It could start up, and I'm not even. I'm so used to it. Why bother? Why I'm not drinking it in pocket? By talking about this, and somebody might get upset. Oh, well, he's actually going to have a working toilet. Let's get him, which is their mentality. But it's just not happening. It's just not happening. So, and there used to be 8 month periods, up to 8 months, where it was quiet. And when my dad died, those stopped. It was never quiet for more than 3 weeks, the absolute max. And that only happened once, I think. So, I never even voiced the idea, even in here, that my aunt was responsible for that, because it sounded so wildly paranoid. Maybe. why would anyone? But then I ask the same question that people who actually do the dirty work. Why would anyone? Like how much they're scum. I pointed out before, it's odd that not 1 in 200 people are scum like these people are. And they congregate around me is weird. But more than that, but they're from very disadvantaged places in life, right? My aunt is no more so than my dad. She failed to launch to an extent, but not a big extent. She didn't count. She's an MBA. So why she would do it is a mystery to me. I just don't know. Anyway. There's a while my legs enough to ejaculate. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah.